Without further ado, getting right into the video by applying this custom latex prosthetic that my sister made. And I'm applying that down with spirit gum. Now technically I would usually go in with liquid latex and stipple that all around the edges to make everything smooth and more wearable, more long wear I should say. But in this case it was just for a photo shoot, so after that's been applied I'm going in and cutting around the hairline and around the mouth area, and so that everything fits custom to his face. Now because this prosthetic was sculpted flat as a flat mold, we are now going to add stuffing to create the illusion of raised eyebrows, which is what we did in the beginning of the video. We're also raising up the cheeks and around the nose. And right now we're just creating two little holes around the nostril area for just to give him room to breathe, since this is actually covering up this whole nose, and when wearing this prosthetic you have to breathe through your mouth. Luckily he was okay with doing so. And always remember, when working with spirit gum, make sure to tack it with your fingers before anything will stick to it. For the face paint, I'm going in with a sponge, and I'm applying Mehron's Paradise paints. And there's going to be two different greens I'm going to lay down. First is this lime green, and then it's going to be a darker green. I'll link in the description the exact colors that were used here. But we're just basically stippling that on all over the latex prosthetic first, and then we're dragging that onto the hair. Now for the smaller areas, like around the eyes and around the nose and mouth, I'm going in with a small stippling brush and applying that same Paradise paint to those areas. With the large stippling brush, I'm going in and applying the darker green paint, and I'm applying that all over in a stippling motion and also swiping motion. This is just going to create a little bit more dimension in the skin and not look so flat. Now I do apologize in advance because at this point the sun was coming in and out. It was a partly cloudy day and that did not work in my favor, so I apologize for the bad lighting, but I was using basically all natural light with the exception of my ring light. Now with the small angled brush, I'm picking up a matte black eyeshadow from my 35 color palette from Morphe, and I'm just applying that to the wrinkles to create a lot more realism and dimension. So at first I did apply it a little too heavily, but you'll see later on that I blend everything out. Although most of the deep wrinkles are done on the prosthetic, I'm also bringing that up around the eyes to create some crow's feet, just to give it a lot more cohesiveness in the makeup. For the lashes, I'm going in with Ardell lashes and applying that only to the outer part of the eye with a duo eyelash adhesive. And then I'm just going in with two spray paints. First is the dark green and the other is a lime green, and just combing that all throughout his hair. For the eyebrows, I'm actually using cotton, and I'm gluing that down using spirit gum, which before that I did actually spray paint with the same paints that I used for his hair, and then going in with the black eyeshadow to create a little bit more definition. Last thing, for the gloves, we went in and repeated the same process as we did for the eyebrows, using the cotton ball and spirit gum and spray paint and eyeshadow.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.